What do you do when you've been trying to meditate, but notice that your monkey mind is jumping all over the place? You've heard about meditation, you know that it's good, you've tried it a little, but it just feels like a losing proposition because your mind is jumping all over the place. That's what we're talking about in this video. How to actually start meditating in a way that takes you deeper and not drags you off with your distracted monkey mind. Let's dive in. Hey, welcome back. Leslie Huddart here. I'm a licensed acupuncturist and spiritual guide, and I help empaths, healers, and highly sensitive people actually release the trauma held in their body without more therapy by using the wisdom and the technical side of how the mind-body system is actually wired, the subtle body system. And in this video, we're talking about a mind-body topic of meditation. Now, I have been fortunate to really have been a meditator for most of my adult life. I'm not saying, well, we're all on a path. I've gotten better as time has gone on. And I've been really blessed to have teachers and lineages come my way that I'm very thankful for. And one of the things that I've noticed, and I hear people and clients say all the time is, I know I need to meditate, but I just can't keep my mind still. You are not alone. In this video, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on what you can do to start to get more of a lineage traditional-based understanding of what meditation is and how that actually works. The first key point that you have to know is that your mind, in this case your thinking mind, is an integral part of your mind-body system. That might seem like a little bit of a duh, but why is that important? It's important because that means that the fluctuations of your mind stream, the things that come up in your conscious thinking mind, are integrated and affected by the other parts of your mind-body system. For example, your chi and the breathing and the way that your body's vayus or the meridians or the chi are all flowing. You may have noticed at different points in your daily activities or different times in your life that sometimes your mind seems more calm and sometimes your mind seems more active. Well, that's because your chi or energy is also fluctuating and doing different things during the day. So what I want you to hear and kind of let yourself off the hook a little bit is you're not really, as a beginner or just really as a normal person who hasn't trained themselves in meditation over a long period of time, hasn't trained your mind-body system, you're not a professional yogi, you shouldn't be able to just sit your butt down on a mat and magically go into a deep, open, clear, aligned space of deep meditation. So you're off the hook. That's actually normal to feel a lot of jumping around in the mind. Second key point is to actually prepare for meditation. And in preparation, we adjust other parts of the mind-body system to actually help the mind be more calm. Because the mind is connected to the prana or the breath or the vital flow of energy, we can use and adjust those parts of the subtle body to make the mind more calm. This is actually one of the misconceptions that Western culture misses about yoga. Yoga in the Western society has become heavily emphasized on the asana or physical practice, but there are actually 8 limbs of yoga. There's lots of different aspects of yoga, of which asana or physical postures are only one. And even in the ancient yogic texts, there's actually not that much mention of actual physical postures. So I want you to make a mind shift with me and realize that from a traditional sense, asanas or physical postures are actually most beneficial in preparing the body to do deeper pranayama or work or breathing exercises with the breath. And breathing exercises and work with the prana are actually really solidly aimed at helping prepare the body and the mind to do deeper meditation. So I hope you're starting to get the picture. In order to have a better meditation, what you actually need to do is just spend a little bit of time harmonizing the physical body, which will actually calm the meridians of the body, will calm the prana or the vayu flows. I'm using words from both yoga and from more Eastern Chinese medicine, but we're talking about the same thing. And then you use different breathing activities to help calm the mind stream as well, which will help you have a deeper meditation. So what does that look like practically? Well, let's say you have about 15 or 20 minutes to meditate. So what I would recommend if you're starting out is use 5 minutes to do some gentle yoga postures. Maybe you do 3 different yoga postures for about 2 minutes each. You can adjust this timing for your needs. And then for another 3 to 5 minutes, you do a little bit of pranayama or breath work. I would recommend you start with alternate nostril breathing, sometimes called nadi shodhanam. So you'll see, and you can Google for videos on there of how to actually do alternate nostril breathing, but it's very simple. You're essentially breathing out one nostril, then breathing in, then you're closing that nostril off and breathing out and in. This helps to really harmonize the different sides of the brain. And in yoga, we talk about the swadas, or it's sort of a subtle energy flow, gets a little bit more harmonized. What you'll notice after you do this is you feel more calm overall. Alternate nostril breathing is one of those things that has been really established traditionally, as well as some good modern research on the effects of this on your body. Then spend the rest of the time doing your meditation, sitting calmly, starting to pay attention to the breath, whatever technique you're using, allowing the mind to be open, and particularly not following thoughts as they come. Another mistake that people make in meditation is to assume that if you're really doing it, then you won't have any thoughts arise at all. It is the nature of the mind. If the mind is sort of just like an animal we would find in nature, or a particular flower, every part of nature has a different nature or way of being. And the way of the mind is to naturally fluctuate and to constantly change. So the purpose is to not just totally go blank and never have anything, but it's also to become more still and not to attach and follow to those parts of the mind. So just adding in these aspects of physical postures along with breathing will really help. The last aspect that you can add, and I would recommend adding it either between the breathing and the meditation, or maybe at the start, is you can do what's called a japa practice, or a mantra repetition practice. Often in the yogic tradition, this is done with a mala. And again, these are things that are easily Googleable. And you repeat either a mantra or a syllable in your mind, or gently out loud, moving the lips, to also focus and harmonize the mind, which again helps prepare it for meditation. So if you have a mantra obviously given to you by a teacher, you probably don't need to be watching this video and have other instruction. If you don't have a mantra, you can use some basic mantras that are easily available depending on your tradition. You can use something like Om or Amen from a Christian tradition, or even just the thought, God is love, God is love. Depending on your tradition, you can use any short syllable mantra, and a repetition sound helps the mind focus and again prepares it for meditation. So these are several tools that will all help to quiet the mind, and I think using them in even a short amount of time, you'll start to notice the difference and allow things to unfold in your inner world in a more expansive and easy way. Super chi and blessings on you and your monkey mind. May your chi be smooth and your vayus be harmonized as you start to go deeper into yourself. Don't give up. Your inner world is really the purpose of life, and it's the thing that actually makes your outer world more peaceful, productive, and aligned with your purpose. You are a soul with a body, and you deserve great things. I'm Leslie Huddart, and I'll see you next time.